Warriors, it's grand rising. Good evening, Warriors. Excited to be with you guys on this Wednesday, March 11, 2026. If you're new to my channel, this is a little bit different form of content. I'm actually traveling right now. I'm bringing you to a little bit of insight on what I teach inside my academy. And today we're going to talk about the dollar is not dying. It is transitioning into stable coins. Now, if I was talking to you and you look back at my content from 2020 to 2023, about 2024, I'd have told you, buckle up, the dollar is in a free fall. Trump came back and ran. This is really, really important. This is how I make my financial decisions. He came back and ran as the crypto capital of the world, the Bitcoin president. Really interesting, right? Also, they got debanked in 2021. They had about 4 years to stew this over. Now, as we sit today, Trump came in, ran as the Bitcoin president, created a Bitcoin strategic reserve, a sovereign wealth fund, okay? Brought in the Genius Act, and that's what we're going to break down a little bit deeper today. My goal with this video is to help educate you so you can make informed decisions. So you're not making decisions off hype, hopium, price predictions, but to really understand the actual infrastructural change happening, okay? He creates what's called the Genius Act, right? It passed. Okay, so this isn't Wild Wild West anymore. So anybody telling you that crypto's going to zero, stop. Just ignore them. We have what's called the Genius Act. It's a Stablecoin Act. So I'm going to show you guys how stablecoins actually save the US dollar from a free fall. Remember, stablecoins use 60% short-term treasuries. Genius. We now have USAT, 90% of the stablecoin markets in America through Tether. USD1, fastest growing stablecoin. That's Trump family stablecoin. World Liberty Financial and the Witkoff boys and the Trump boys. Okay, you have RLUSD, Ripple. You have USDC connected to Circle through BlackRock. Okay, and then wait till the video I show you tomorrow, guys, where I'm going to show you how deep BlackRock is in cryptocurrency. So I hope you can start to use some logic and not emotion and understand that this shit is very, very volatile. And if you can't handle volatility, get the hell out, okay? But if you can handle logic and understand that the volatility is your gift and you can hold for long enough, you're going to do very, very well. So welcome to the death of the old system. And I'm going to bring it on my screen much wider so you guys can see it. And this is an example of how I teach inside my academy. I'm a financial educator. And very excited to help you as well. If you want to learn about our Financial Education Academy, click the description of this video down below. And you can join in, or you can meet with our team to learn about our Capital DR system, or click my social media platform link and you can sign up there as well. So the dollar isn't dying. The infrastructure is. Okay, this is the big thesis. Paper is going programmable. Banks are moving on to blockchain rails. Trust is moving to transparency. What do I mean by that? It's just trusting someone, a financial advisor, just trusting a bank. We want transparency. We want to know what the hell is going on. No more, oh, no, it's, do you know? Is it no or you don't know? We want transparency. Okay, that's if you didn't watch yesterday's video, that'll give you some aspect of what we're transitioning to. Centralized to protocol based, okay? A centralized system that controls opaque information to protocol. What's in the protocol, what's clear, what's equitable, what's fair, we can see what's going on. The old financial system was slow settlements, 2 to 5 days. SWIFT dominated that system. Opaque money creation, like we don't know what the hell is going on. They just print money at the top of the house. By the time it gets to you, it's very expensive. Fractional reserve expansion. You guys know that in transaction accounts in the bank, every dollar you put in can be lent out 100%. That's wild. 1971, removal of gold backing. That's the old system, guys. That's dying off, okay? I don't care how much you want to hold on to this and how much your financial advisor wants to hold on to this. They have a fiduciary responsibility to be learning this, guys. The system that they're sitting on is dying. It is a new system coming in, and eventually they're going to be coached by their upper management, the top of the house, to start pushing you into things like Bitcoin, I believe Solana, XRP, through ETFs. What is replacing it? The new financial rails, tokenized dollars. Everything's going to be tokenized, guys. Real-time global settlements. It's boom. It's going to be at the speed of light. Boom, 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 boom. Blockchain transparency. It's not by chance the Epstein files got released. It's not by chance that you're getting clarity. It's not by chance that Tim Walsh is sitting in front of the government about all this opaque things happening behind the scenes. Smart contracts, okay? On-chain treasury systems. For example, we built a treasury. I store my treasury, my family treasury with iTrust Capital. I have a on-chain treasury system for my family. Okay. Our corporation has a on-chain treasury system. We operate in Bitcoin, XRP, okay, Solana. All right. So stablecoin is the dollar 2.0. Okay. Stablecoins are not anti-dollar. They're not against the dollar, guys. It actually saved the US dollar from collapsing. So you're getting pushed in this narrative that, oh, stable coins are coming in and it's the anti. No, it's actually saving your dollar, and you should be embracing it, and you should be supporting it, and you should be understanding what the hell the Stablecoin Act is, the Genius Act. So stable coins are not anti-dollar, guys. They're actually backed by US Treasury short-term bonds. They're faster global settlements. You no longer have to wait for this long, drawn-out freaking settlement that takes forever. They're borderless liquidity. There's no centralized bank, guys. It's peer-to-peer. It's programmable money. That's good, bad, or indifferent. You can, I'm sure we'll have comments down below. Programmable money, right? Instead of opaque, it's programmable, it's borderless, it's fast, and it's backed by US Treasuries. Okay. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it did save the bond market from collapsing. Increased demand for US debt. It's going to, so what happened was Trump trumped everybody. He was genius. It's called the Genius Act. Guys, study. Central banks are stacking gold, not US Treasuries. That's their preferred asset now. So the demand for US Treasuries was collapsing, and stablecoins brought it right back in. Stablecoins are dollar dominance upgrade, guys. So I think we got saved, man. I really, really do. Because, the old regime, we were heading off a freaking cliff, guys. Anti-crypto. It was all the opaque system. They were trying to hold on to this system right here, guys. They were really trying to hold on to this system. The new era is this. This is it, guys. Dollar 2.0. Why Trump and government benefits from this, okay? Why the U.S. supports digital rails, global dollar expansion, increased treasury demand, better transaction tracking, programmable fiscal policy, competitive advantage versus BRICS, okay? Gives us a competitive advantage. We know Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa are working to de-dollarize. Example, USD1, WFI, America. That's Trump's family bank. Eric Trump, Donald Trump, Barron Trump, Donald Trump Jr. are running that bank. Steve Witkoff and his boys are running the bank. Steve Witkoff is a right-hand man to Trump. He's a deal maker. WFI is a governance token. USD1 is the fastest growing stablecoin. So our president's family has their own stablecoin, guys. USAT, Tether, I told you guys Bo Hines stepped down, went over to Tether, which was a foreign stablecoin company, which runs 90% of the market, and brought it into America. USAT Tether, now we dominate the stablecoin market. RLUSD is Ripple. Okay. USDC is Circle, BlackRock. Don't miss my video tomorrow. I'm going to show you guys how deep BlackRock is. So we got USD1, USAT, RLUSD, USDC, all American companies. America. So how does Trump benefit from this? Look at his family. Bo Hines brought Tether into the US. Okay. Now we dominate the stablecoin market. We got Ripple has got their own stablecoin. USD BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world. Guys, we trumped everybody. We have the stablecoin market. So Bitcoin, the new gold. Why would Trump create a Bitcoin strategic reserve? Why would he be in the top 12 in Bitcoin treasuries with Trump Media? Why would his son, Eric Trump, have a Bitcoin mining company with Bitcoin treasury? Why would XXI be connected to Howard Lutnick through Cantor with 21 Capital? Because it's the new gold, guys. It's the new gold. The largest Bitcoin treasury is Strategy B, and BlackRock is the number 3 holder in Strategy B. Writings on the wall, guys. So gold for industrial age, Bitcoin for digital age. Gold is scarce, store value, hedge against debasement. That's why gold and silver are an all-time high. It's just a cycle, guys. Bitcoin is 21 supply cap. You can't be many more made. 21 million. That's it. 95% of supply, 5% is left. So either they know who created it, or you can't beat it, join it, and control the supply. It's one of those two. That's it. It's kind of weird, right? That they don't know who created it, but they're going to go all in on it. That doesn't make any sense to me. Or they're like, shit, we don't know who made it, so let's control it, right? One of the two. Decentralized. It has no government. It has no CEO. It has nobody to control it. It's just a blockchain technology that has rules and protocols built into it. Borderless custody, right? So I am traveling. I'm in Peru right now as you're watching this. When I travel to Peru, If I needed to do a monetary exchange, I can't go over there with a bunch of gold or silver, right? They wouldn't even let me probably travel with it. Maybe a couple coins in my pocket, but I want to bring more than $10,000. I can just use Bitcoin. I can use XRP. I can use USD1. Okay. Borderless custody and institutional adoption. So you went from everybody telling you it's a fraud to actual institutional adoption. So the centralized bank evolution, the centralized banking model, they're not disappearing, they're migrating. The old model is paper issuance, policy through banks, opaque balance sheets. What we mean by opaque is like you can't see that shit. You don't know what's going on. The new model, hence Tim Walsh, the files, Doge, right, is CBDCs. I don't support CBDCs. I'm telling you guys that, but some central banks are going to do central bank digital currencies. I'm not supporting that. I don't think it's good. I don't think Trump's a supporter of it either, but that is going to be some models for some institutions or some countries around the world. Central bank digital currencies, that's programmable money, tokenized reserves, okay, blockchain settlement. So remember they told us they were going to release all the files and they're going to go into Fort Knox? What happened? What happened? Blockchain settlement, we'll be able to see on the blockchain if all the gold's in Fort Knox. And transparency, that's the new model. Like, you don't have to get all hyped up about this, guys. This is happening. You're not going to stop it. I don't care what, the baby boomers say or this person says, your financial advisor. This is coming, guys. This is real. This is the only way out of the old system, okay? So here's the 3-layered financial system emerging that I created in my own head, and this is what I think it's going to look like. Layer 1 is governmental, CBDCs, and Treasury-backed stablecoins, okay? So Trump is going to use stablecoins to save the US dollar and is going to create a system that's outside the centralized bank. He's challenging the central bank right now. Okay, 2 is institutional. You got ETFs, an example of that, just for people who are new to this. BlackRock has IBIT, which is exposure to Bitcoin through an ETF, which is an exchange-traded fund. You don't actually own the asset. You get exposure to the price or price appreciation or depreciation. Tokenized funds, okay? So everything can be tokenized, right? Real estate can be tokenized funds, and asset manager. That's layer 2, institutional. Then layer 3 is retail. So that's us, okay? So government, okay, is going to have blockchain. Then institution, that's like the banks, exchanges, okay? Brokers. Then you have us. So when they say retail, that means us, okay? We're retail. Self-custody, okay? DeFi, example WLFI, that's an example of DeFi. And then peer-to-peer settlement. I can transact with you guys right now on USD1, USDC. Okay, so those are the 3 layers of the new financial system emerging. Now, the reason why the top 2 are emerging is because we have number 3. It went backwards. We got access, and they're like, oh, shit. So they told you to look the other way until they got layer 1, layer 2 done. Now they're going to be like, hey, come on in, water's warm. And then the price appreciation will be when they want it to go up, and they'll be too late, right? You're going to be coming in super late. You're going to be coming in when everybody else does, when the hype train comes in. From permission to protocol, okay, the old system is permission-based, bank-controlled, and gatekeepers. The new system is code-based, transparent, and automated. Pretty simple. We are moving from permission-based finances to protocol-based, okay? Permission is like gatekeepers, people cooking the books, to protocol-based. You can't cheat the system. It's like, hey, it's on the blockchain, it's transparent, don't F with us and don't F with our money. So the debt reality, this is really important, guys. This is a reality that I teach people around microeconomics. Inflation has stole all of your purchasing power, and the debt reality that we're facing right now. Why this shift is happening is there's exploding global debt, guys. It's just as in America. America's 120% debt income ratio. China's at 300%, and Japan's at 500%. This is a global debt problem, not just America. We have currency debasement. So that's why I talked about the hidden inflation, which is taxation. So you don't see it because it slowly erodes your purchasing power, but it's the cost of goods and services going up because of the printing of fake money. We have global trust is declining, okay, in the US dollar, which is the world's reserve currency. Demand for hard assets, gold and silver is at an all-time high. There's a reason behind that, guys. It's a cycle. It happens every single time. And then technological inevitability. So this is inevitable, guys. Like, just look at the younger adults. I challenge you guys, the baby boomers, to go and just observe for a week and see how young adults interact, guys. It's inevitable that the system has to change, okay? So here's the mindset shift. Don't fight the system. You position within it. It's going to be the way it's going to be. You're not going to stop it. You diversify your assets. You own productive companies, not hype, not bullshit, not the next best influencer telling you the next best crypto. Be very careful. What are productive companies that are actually doing productive things in the new monetary system. Hold hard assets, digital plus physical. So I own cryptocurrency, digital gold, and I own physical silver. So Bitcoin is my digital gold and silver is my physical, right? Build cash flow, guys. Structure legally. So the way my ecosystem is set up, okay. So I have right here. So this is what I forgot had the slide. My winning strategy is I balance sovereignty. So I have cash flowing business and stock dividends. Okay. So I created cash flowing businesses in the last bull run. I have 6 companies, 3 are in cash flow. I have very low debt and low debts and non-negotiables. Outside of debts and non-negotiables, my income and the dividend stocks that I earn passive income, because income and cash are different. Income and cash flow are different. Cash flow, you make money while you sleep. Income, you have to work until you die. Okay. So I take income and I move some 10% into dividend stocks. From my dividend stocks and income outside the debts and non-negotiables, I personally, not financial advice, what I do is I move into things like Bitcoin. Some people use gold as a reserve for defense and debasement. So I use Bitcoin, XRP. I'm just giving an example. I don't physical gold, but I use Bitcoin as my gold. That's an example. I move my cash flow and my income into things that hold value and beat inflation. So I also go into assets that align with new financial system. Example is XRP. Okay. Next, stablecoins for liquidity. I store money in stablecoins, waiting for the market to go red, and I calmly enter in. I like to put it in stablecoins, USDC. I'm earning 3% instead of having it sit in my bank account earning 0.01%. I like to earn 3% on my money. And liquidity. Precious metals hedge. I use precious metals to hedge against the deflationary US dollar or inflationary US dollar, which precious metals has been one of the greatest hedges against inflation. I use silver, and again, I use Bitcoin as my gold. I use cash value life insurance to protect my family. I have a family bank where I can leverage with no risk to buy people's fear. And also I have permanent life insurance and guaranteed principal. First annuity was in the Roman days, guys. Pretty powerful. Cash value life insurance, if used properly and used for a family banking concept, is one of the greatest tools ever made to protect principal, to be able to become your own family bank and to protect your family. And I have a proper corporate structure. I have a trust, okay, that owns an LLC, which is my digital asset LLC. My real estate properties go into the LLC. My digital asset LLC has I Trust Capital institutional grade custody. So I'm just a W-2 employee on the left side with my 6 companies, and I extract as much as I can over to my asset side, my digital assets, my real estate for tax liabilities, and all of that is protected by a trust, layers on top of layers on top of layers. So not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I use for sovereignty. Okay. My final message to you guys today. The evolution of money is here. The dollar evolves, guys. You're not going to stop it. Bitcoin is maturing. Banks are digitizing. New payment rails, an example is XRP. Infrastructure is modernizing. So the loud will panic and the prepared will position. So I hope this information reaches your heart well. I love doing this type of education. It's my favorite thing to do. This is all I do outside of raising my kids, is study spiritual patterns, financial patterns, my own physical patterns, right? And I work to build my relationship with God and Jesus Christ. Those are the things that I love to do. Okay. I love studying this type of stuff, but I hope that you're positioning yourself well. This is not fear. This is evolution. This is not something to be worried about. This is thing you should be worried about is not studying this. Thing you should be worried about is not building an infrastructure. But if you do need any support at all, okay, I have a whole free section on here. It's a whole education section where I break this down. But if you want to get in the vibe and get in the tribe and learn my capital DR system, it is not an investment. Okay. It is a systematic process where we teach you cash flow. What are appreciating assets? How do you beat inflation? How do we use protection? And then how do we leverage on the right side to build cash flow and assets? And how do we de-risk, de-risk, de-risk? So in the description of this video, you can join to interview with my team to learn about our capital DR strategy and how it benefits you. Click the link in my bio if you're on social media, and you can join our academy. And we'd love to have you guys. So I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. The next video is going to be fire, guys. I'm going to be going through BlackRock and their connection, how deep they are in cryptocurrency. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Love you guys.